So firstly, I'm Jade from Rebellion Marketing. We do exactly what it says on the tin. We do marketing and we are a little bit rebellious. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you may have noticed that. Not always the most professional, but I try. Anyway, last time I came on and did a presentation, I spoke about a marketing strategy and how to essentially derive lots of different pieces of content from one long form copy and how to plan that out over a 12-month period to make your life nice and easy. If you didn't get a copy of that document, you can get it on our website. It's completely free, just download it. And hopefully it should help you, particularly at this time when you hope some of you might have more time on your hands, and it's obviously the beginning of the year, to put your plan together for the next 12 months and really help you kind of save time on your content and your marketing generally. So if you don't have that and you weren't here last time for the presentation, do go and have a look because it is quite helpful. So moving on from that, I thought today I would talk about scheduling social media posts and kind of the benefits of that and why it's important. So within the last piece, I talked about scheduling very briefly and said that's something that you should do to help save time. So first of all, what is scheduling? I think, without boring you all to tears, most of you probably know what it is, but if you don't, it's essentially taking all of your social media content and planning it in advance so that you don't have to worry about it. And you can do that either kind of a week, month, years if you wanted to in advance, although that might be a bit dodge, but months at least in advance, just to help you save time, in your day-to-day work. And so you don't have to think about what you're doing every day. So there's really some big benefits of doing this. I've heard a few people recently say, oh, well, I've heard that if you use scheduling software, your reach will be dampened and, your audience won't engage as much and that kind of thing. There are a couple of schedulers that are notorious for dampening your reach, Hootsuite being one of them. So if you use Hootsuite, I would recommend reconsidering what scheduler you're using because they are notorious for having dampened reach, particularly on Facebook, because Facebook just don't like it. But there are plenty of other systems out there that don't have that problem. So if you're looking for a scheduler, have a good look around because it really will help you save time. So benefits, I've just said one, is that it saves you time. You can literally, I think for our own stuff, I tend to spend a few hours, maybe half a day, absolute max, a month, and I've got a full month's worth of content that I can then turn into various pieces of copy as well. So it might be across social media, it might be blogs, it might be video content and that kind of thing. And what it means is that you can just set it all live and you don't have to worry about it. Although what I would say to you is, for engagement purposes, if you are getting comments and stuff on your social media posts, do go on and engage with those people that are commenting, just because it will help boost your engagement. So that's the first one. Second one is it helps you capitalize on your audience being online. So most people, business owners, I know, will sit there and go, oh no, nearly said the wrong word then. Oh no, I haven't posted this week. I better quickly put a post together. And that's great. At least you're getting something out there. But firstly, it's unlikely that your audience is, are going to be online at that time. So it's probably not going to be the most optimal time to post. And secondly, if you've rushed it, it's probably not going to be that captivating or engaging. If you're posting for the sake of it, people can tell. It comes across in the way that you write that it's kind of rushed and you've not really thought about it. So using a scheduler really helps you to kind of get all your ideas in and get everything, done nicely and book it in at times that your audience are going to be online. So if you don't know that, it does take a little bit of time to work out if you're going to do it manually, because you do have to do some testing on certain days and times. If you've got a scheduler like ours, which I will show you later, it actually analyzes your audience for you and it will tell you when your audience is most likely to be online and engaging. So you can literally just go, right, I'll post on that day at that time, schedule it in, job done. And that is the most likely time your audience are going to then engage with your stuff. Number 3, it's really easy to manage and maintain your content. So you've probably seen this, and a lot of the different social platforms will have different ones, but you have things like Motivational Monday or Throwback Thursday or Top Tip Tuesday or whatever it might be. If you are planning to do regular pieces like that, quite often if you're not using a scheduler, again, gets to Tuesday or maybe gets to Wednesday and you're like, forgot to do my Top Tip Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday now, so you can't do a Top Tip Wednesday, doesn't really work. So if you're scheduling, you can have all those done beforehand, and you know that you're not going to miss your day. If you get really busy, you suddenly have an urgent query come in or client work, you don't need to worry about having to, oh no, I must get on and do my social media posts. So from that point of view, it's really helpful as well. Number 4, you can better manage your time and your marketing doesn't get neglected when you're busy. So going back to kind of scheduling in your Throwback Thursdays, that kind of thing, across the board, if you're coming up with additional work that you need to do, you've suddenly got a load of new clients come on, whatever it might be, or you're suddenly in lockdown and having to homeschool, it's one thing that you then don't have to worry about. You don't really have to think about, because you've already pre-done it, pre-scheduled it in for the month, for the week, whatever it might be, and you can just let it run without having to worry. Number 5, don't know how much time I've got left, 3 minutes, okay. Maintain consistency across all of your platforms. So this one is really good, because if you use a scheduler, you don't have to go in and out of different platforms to put your posts up. You can do them all at the same time, all on from one place. So you can really maintain the feel of the topics that you want to talk about that month. You can keep your graphics consistent, you can keep the times you're posting consistent, and it's really, really easy to be able to do that using a scheduler tool, particularly on ours. Again, I'll show you in a second, because you can literally type up your post and go, actually, I don't just want to go that to get that to go on LinkedIn, I want it to go on all of my social media platforms. So you just literally tick them all on and off it goes. Really easy. Don't necessarily have to edit anything at all, and it will just go across all of your platforms when you decide you want it to go live. So it's much easier to maintain that consistency and make sure all of your platforms that you're using are getting the same levels of love from you, and you're not just kind of focusing on one that perhaps isn't going to work for you as well. And then the last one is measure and improve. So if you are just blindly posting on social media, it's really difficult to kind of gauge, how those posts are coming across, whether it's actually delivering any leads for you, whether people are actually engaging, and what's working and what's not. With a scheduler tool, you can have reporting on there, so you can go in literally daily, weekly, and check those stats, and you can pit those stats against each other. So you can say, okay, this time last month, this type of post did really well. This month it hasn't done so well. So you can really start to kind of draw in on what's going to work for you and hone in on the posts that are going to perform and generate new business for you. So those are my kind of benefits of using a scheduler, and I'm just going to very quickly, because I know I don't have loads of time and I only have a minute, show you what a scheduler system looks like. So I'll just show my screen quickly. Hopefully everyone can see that. Everyone got a thumbs up? Yeah. So this is what our scheduler system looks like. So this is the one that we have built and developed with our partners in the US. And it is really, really, really simple to use. So as you can see here, when you first come on, you'll just get your calendar laid out like this. We've tried to do it in a way that is very similar to like an Outlook calendar or something like that. So it's just really simple to use. You can see your days of the weeks across here. And these are the various posts that we've got going out this week on our business pages. On the left-hand side, you can see all the connected platforms that we have. So we've got Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. We also have Pinterest and Google My Business as well. So if you do have those platforms, you can connect those up. And then up here in the time slot settings is where we switch on our autopilot. So you can see here, this is where your system is telling you where to post. So you can see on a Thursday, I haven't done it, so that's pretty bad of me, but Thursday at 12 o'clock, that's when on Facebook, my audience are most likely to be online. So I can click a new post in there and create something nice and easily. So we can type whatever we want up here. We can also tag people in. So we can do all our tags from here as well. And we can switch on whichever platforms we want to use. And these can be scheduled, as I said, days, weeks, months in advance. You can literally do your whole social media scheduling for as far in advance as you want. And there's also lots of other things on here. So we've got our reporting as well. There's a graphics editor, very similar to Canva. So you can create all your graphics in one place and post it. We're also just about to launch comments and messages. We're trialing it with Facebook first, so you'll be able to actually comment on all your posts as well as they go live from the platform, and that will then be rolled out to all of the other social media platforms later on. And you'll be able to respond to your inbox messages as well, and you'll be able to respond to Google My Business reviews as well. So we're really developing this loads at the moment. And it's really just a one-stop shop for all of your social media stuff. And it's got some really great reporting on here as well. But I think I'm out of time, so I'll stop sharing my screen. But if anyone would like to find out a bit more about that, or just the benefits of scheduling and how we do it for us and our clients, then yeah, it'd be really good to talk to you.
Brilliant.